I don't take joy in him suffering, but in his suffering, there's the core of the failure of his agenda. Smash and grab.
Yeah.
And
It is.
and
It's stealing. It probably boils down to simple stealing.
it's impossible to understand what anybody else is essentially in any sense. But like Betsy DeVos, be born a billionaire and be like, I'm going to take money from children and schooling from children and that's
What is that? Yeah.
why if you lie well enough and you provide just enough, then you can continue exploiting without revolution.
Right.
But I think there are a lot of progressive candidates, and there are a lot of women that are both running for office and organizing campaigns and movements. Overall, I feel like the trajectory, even with this horror that's out there, is good. Kidnapping children,
Right.
locking them
That's
in cages,
outrageous.
and
It's outrageous. Yeah.
like there's a part of me that's like, how, okay, is there going to be 99% turnout at the midterms, or is it going to be 100% turnout?
We've been better.
I think we're both the bad guy and the potentially good guy, and I think we've been both in history, but I didn't mean to get that political. My writing, by the way, everybody, isn't overtly political except on the Christmas song about Trump. Other than that, I like to think that there's I don't know, something mystic in my writing in that I rarely go in trying to write about a specific thing and something will just spark a thought and I've gotten a lot better at just letting myself go from there.
You go deep, like, I mean, I don't know. It feels deep. It feels like feel like there's a sense of humor to almost everything, but there's also a deep, a deep imagination, I guess. Like you're looking several steps ahead, like the Knots for Eyes song.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Sometimes I'm writing and I don't even know what I'm writing about until after I'm done.
Oh,
like that
okay.
song I think about sometimes because it's like I was literally out in nature and I knew I was writing about this person I just started dating in a slight way, but I was writing about nature and man's place in it and how how it relates and how we relate and but I didn't think about any of that. The world is weird and funny. It's strange.
Exactly.
And if you're paying attention, things will present themselves to you that are hilarious. There's the other side of me to it. Yeah, I raised Catholic and dark and guilt, and I went to Catholic school. I was an altar boy for about 6 years after I decided I was an atheist, I'm a non-theist. There's something because there is, but whatever that something is, who knows? But I never doubted that they loved me, but I doubted that they thought I was a good person. It's heavy, man. It's like that thing that you're doing that's very natural for humans to do. You're bad because of that. That is bad, and you will go to hell forever. Jeff Sessions is terrified of people fucking.
Yeah.
Like you can just tell. Like, I mean, but the dope probably because they then get it on.
Yeah.
Like, which I wish was the case. I've smoked a lot more dope than I've had sex. Position of privilege. I am able to choose to. Like at age 37, I chose to go into the service industry. And I've always had jobs that allowed me to be creative, but this was specifically to be able to spend more time with music at the time. And look at it this way: you're never gonna play a worse show than this. And I was like, you damn right, I'm never gonna play a worse. And it was, in a way, it was like this freeing thing. Lucky in that my songs, my lyrics, or whatever. Was interesting enough to engage musicians who were much better than me. But a lot of the people I have played with have been both very good and patient with me and willing to teach me simple things that people who are musicians their whole lives would understand. Because, like I came to art at 40, I came to songwriting at 28. because I was the person that wanted to play till 5 or 6 a.m. It was me and the last person basically just keep on playing. I'm not trying to record a perfect take, or I'm not trying to record something without mistakes. I'm trying to record some good fucking music. And the secret of quitting drinking is I have not been hungover in 6.5 years now, and like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like, that makes me tingle when I.
You and me, coffee. Forever, you and me, forever. We're riding this thing to the end.
Yeah,
no.
It's not this time.
This is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen, guys. Thank you. Buddhism is the middle way. It's the I used to think that meant it was tepid and mediocre, and I never understood that. But then someday it just clicked for me. It's like, the attachment, and then attachment to non-attachment. You can't do either. You gotta be right there in front of you. Yeah. I don't understand quantum mechanics. I'll call it a sober vision, but I was on a lot of meditation. It was real, even though it wasn't in front of me.
Right.
And everything I've learned scientifically, I'll say, does not contradict that.
Or their own philosophy, and it's so important to them that they don't keep doors open to. I mean, you can hang on to your philosophy and just expand it a little bit. Keep the window open for some fresh air to come in if necessary. It doesn't mean that you were wrong or a failure.
And if you're wrong, cool.
It's okay.
That's cool.
People are wrong. Sometimes people are wrong.
Arguing on the internet or whatever. When I see people arguing on the internet, the main thing that I've learned in the last 3 years or so has been, I'm wrong. I'm wrong sometimes, and I'm wrong a lot, and it's usually out of ignorance, not out of I can be wrong and not be an asshole. Right. It just means I was ignorant, not an asshole. They think you're calling them a bad person.
Yeah.
And it's like your intentions can be good, and when your intentions don't match up with how somebody receives it, that disconnect is pretty key.
Oh God.
Is there going to be 99% turnout at the midterms, or is it going to be 100% turnout? Right. Because there's no there's no middle ground. I've been barking at shadows like a rabid dog, and I could top the undertaker for a dead-end job. I know it's not a new story, so stop me if you've heard it before. Crossword puzzles and a rattling cough. Well, I drink Robitussin and play putt-putt golf, and then call for your dog. Don't leave me crying out by your door. When the work isn't worth it, you gotta leave it behind. You're either at the mercy of a moody universe, or being governed by a quirk of the mind. I've been filing my teeth down till the points are sharp. I'm like the only lonely animal on Noah's Ark. Well, it's hard to be gracious when you're harboring hatred and living with a larcenous heart. Now they slaughtered the calf to prepare for the feast. There's blood in the air and a flood on the streets. It's the mark of the beast. It's the dark in the east in the dawn. When the work isn't worth it, gotta leave it behind.